Hi everyone, I'm really happy to be back with this video, and this video is all about a message that I wish to share with you, and it comes really from deep within my heart that I strongly felt from Source. And before I get into the message, I also just wanted to say a word about the current energies. It's true that there is a lot of uncertainty in the collective right now, which can lead to a feeling of course, anxiety, fear, also a lot of worry, maybe feeling a bit lost, not knowing exactly what comes next, not knowing exactly what is the path we are on, if it's the right path for us. So, you know that we all have been through this crisis in 2020 and 2021. A lot of things happened then. And it's almost like there was this Pandora's box that was opened. And a lot of things came out. A lot of things came out in the collective, but a lot of things also came out from within us. And we had to, become aware of a lot of things that we weren't maybe aware before. And this created a lot of change, and so, a lot of things transformed since these past years. But the thing is that it's pretty intense right now, and this intensity is still growing, and it's almost like we don't have any time to integrate all the things that came up, all the things that changed, all the things that, kind of destabilized our being. This intensity is actually becoming more like a constant intensity, so it's not going to slow down, it's not going to go away, and we are really invited to start embracing it fully and simply making peace with the intensity, with this kind of fire that we feel everywhere, because it's part of the huge transformation and change that is going on this planet, so it's not going to go away. And the thing is that because so many things are happening at once and we don't have time to integrate in between, it's almost like we are on this roller coaster ride, and then when the roller coaster stops, you've been so overwhelmed and you're so tired and it was, wow, so intense, and you just want to get off, and you can't get off because the roller coaster goes another ride. And so we are taken again in this intensity that never stops, and we don't have time to breathe, we don't have time to integrate. So there is a reason why this is happening, but it can, of course, generate a lot of confusion, feeling of being, a bit lost, feeling anxious, fearful, and just in doubt and in worry. In these past months, I have experienced a lot of profound changes within me. I have connected in a very profound and transformative way to Source, or I may say to God, and to the universe, whatever you want to call it, whatever word resonates with you, because that's also something, I usually didn't use the word God because, I don't know, I found it a little bit intimidating, and also because I know a lot of people may have negative attachments to that word because, in the name of God, a lot of religions have done very bad things. Also because some people see in the word God a more masculine energy that is related to the patriarchy and this harsh energy, which is not at all the energy of the word God, by the way. And that's really something that I realized. And that's actually the way that I connect to it in the more profound way for me. So whatever resonates the most is what is right. So it can be God, it can be Source, it can be universe, it can be Divine Mother, Divine Father, whatever. And because I really experienced so deeply this omnipresence, this very, this overwhelming power that God holds within me, I have made a lot of changes in my life. A lot of things, came up. A lot of things, of course, that's the other side of the coin, because when you have profound mystical experiences, sometimes also all the things that we are not emerge more grossly, and sometimes it's pretty uncomfortable. So this transformation is still ongoing, but it has really initiated something different within me. And this is also why I wish to transmit this energy today. That's really something that I felt very strongly. And if you're struggling right now, if you are in fear of the future, if there's a lot of uncertainty, if you don't know if you're on the right path or not, if you're struggling maybe with other people, if you're struggling with what's going on in the world and you feel a little bit still overwhelmed by all of this, there is something that Source truly wants you to know right now. And that's the only thing that Source is patiently waiting for. It's simply for you to come home, for you to connect back to Source, to reinitiate this connection. And this is very deep when you think about it, because that's the only thing that really matters in the end. You know, there are millions and millions of people on this planet, and they are all searching for something, but they don't know what they are searching for. And what they are searching for is precisely that connection to Source, that coming back to Source. So the invitation today is really just to set the intention to connect with Source, to reinitiate this connection if you felt it in the past maybe, and to really ask that Source shows to you or manifests for you this proof that this connection has been made. And that can be something that is manifested in the material, but it also can be a feeling, something that you feel inside, and that's probably the most important in the end. Or it can be both. So just allow yourself to remain open now, because it can really manifest in very, very different ways for everyone. And if we remain open and receptive, these signs will occur, and we will receive these signs from Source that we have made this contact and that this connection is back again. It's not back because we never lose it, but the awareness of it comes back. And, you know, if we only knew how much Source or God loves us, it's really beyond any words, it's beyond anything that we can describe. It's pretty overwhelming when we feel that love that Source has for us. So maybe it's going to manifest through that love, that feeling of love. But it can also manifest through, I don't know, maybe a feather that you see on your path, maybe some words that you read and they're comforting for you, or a book, or maybe you're going to meet someone and that person's going to tell you certain things that's really going to, you know, like enlighten your day, and you will suddenly realize that you are on the right path. So it can really manifest in very, very different ways. We just need to allow them to happen, and we just need to allow ourselves to receive. And when we do that, we can also feel that Source is sending us her love, her peace, her joy, which we are. That's what Source wants for us. Source wants us to be happy. Source wants us to be joyful, abundant, and successful, and to expand. That's a very, very beautiful adventure that we are all, you know, experiencing and co-creating on this planet. That's what Source wants. So if only we can remind ourselves that, and that's really something that you can do every day, by the way, like set this intention and just leave the door open for anything to come your way. That's a really profound practice to be in connection with God or with Source on a daily basis, and remind ourselves that through this connection, through this joy, through this peace, through this love that we connect back to, there comes a point where there is no separation anymore between Source and us. because the two become one. We become one with that joy, with that peace, and with that love. And you know, one day I met someone who said, I don't believe in God, it's God that believes in me. And I thought, wow, that's pretty, that's a kind of a great statement. And I understand that statement totally, but it works both ways. When we believe, God believes in us. So there is this reciprocity, you know. This is really an energy that has to circulate. And when there is this belief, this faith, then we become more confident in life, more confident in ourselves, and our faith continues to grow. So faith attracts faith. The more we are in faith, the more, you know, there's this path opening up for us, which is leading us to our highest destiny, which is oneness. So I'd be really happy to read your comments, to read your experiences with this. What signs have you felt or received, you know, in your daily life? So you can come back to this video and just post a comment if you would like to share. But also maybe you want to share how you feel right now, just listening to this message. What happened? Is there something that opened up in you? Something maybe reconnected in you also? So I wish you all the best, and I will see you soon. Sat Nam.